So I just watched Shotgun Wedding on the plane and I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It's such a good popcorn, easy watch movie, as it's just so fun and enjoyable. I mean, they definitely could have done a little bit more character development, but I feel like you can't not have a good time with this movie, as all of the cast members definitely put their best foot forward, and they're in such a tropical location. So I actually think watching it on the plane is the perfect place to watch it. Or if you're not on the plane, then it's really great to just inspire you to want to go on holiday. Or maybe not, because it takes the concept of a destination wedding and then just totally puts a really dark spin on it in terms of your destination wedding potentially being taken over by pirates. And another aspect that I feel like not many people are speaking about with this movie is that actually a lot of people that you trust can actually betray you in the worst way possible. But what this then can lead to is your inner strength coming out to save the day. And the different mechanisms of survival from different people's perspectives and different people's points of view was actually communicated, I feel, really, really well here. So like I said, the casting was absolutely stellar, so let's go through them one by one. So first up, of course, Jennifer Lopez. I feel like she is just a truly multi-talented individual, as she not only is an absolutely formidable singer, but I feel like from an acting point of view, she can really show range and can really do so many different things. Even though I would have loved a bit more character development from this person, as in the beginning, she is just a very stereotypical bride, really easygoing, just wanting to be overly pleasing towards everybody else, and is really understanding when people ultimately let her down. But what I really loved is how truly this character's inner strength is just unleashed, and then she's finally able to speak her mind and is able to say exactly what she's wanted to a number of different characters. And I thought it was really hilarious how reluctantly and unintentionally she becomes a bit of an action hero in this movie, which I just thought was so good, as she is easily able to take down a number of the pirate characters. And then by the end of this movie, she is a true badass and is really admirable from loads of different people's points of view. And of course from the audience point of view, as well as from this character's point of view. As like I said, she really was able to unleash something that she didn't even know she had. And then Josh Duhamel, I think, was really, really funny too, as he is ultimately a bit of an overly pleasing person, as he just wants everybody to be happy, wants to create this perfect wedding for his fiancée, does cut a couple of corners from a money perspective, which is ultimately what led to all of this first taking place. But I feel like you can really identify and really relate with this character, and I think actually it speaks to relationships when both people are just ultimately trying to please the other one and aren't really confronting them with what they're actually wanting to say. So I think, you know, from a social commentary perspective, you can actually learn quite a lot from these two different characters. Jennifer Coolidge plays Tom, who's played by Josh Duhamel, plays his character's mother, and I feel like she was just absolutely hilarious. I mean, you can't not laugh whenever Jennifer Coolidge is truly channeling her inner humour. I mean, to some extent, it does feel like Jennifer Coolidge is just playing Jennifer Coolidge in this movie, as opposed to really getting to know this character. But that being said, I feel like it just works so well, and her survival tactics are really interesting. And actually, on that point, like I alluded to earlier, I think it's really interesting how all of the different character people react to suddenly being in a situation where pirates are holding them ransom, and they could potentially lose their life, they could lose a lot of their monetary savings. It is really interesting to see how different people would survive this, on top of the fact that you have to be really careful about the people that you let into your life, as they could ultimately destroy your life and cause a lot of catastrophes, so not only you, but also the people that you love. And I think all of the native Filipino people were just playing all of their characters so well. So on the whole, I have to say, from an acting point of view and a characterization point of view, they were really, really good. And then from a visuals perspective, this movie just looks really, really good. First of all, you're in this tropical island paradise, so everything is just absolutely beautiful and spectacular. But then, I feel like they actually spent a lot of money on all of the cinematography, as all of the battle sequences, there are a number of gruesome death sequences, zip lining across the island, all of these mansion sequences, all of the wedding sequences, all of the dancing, everything just looks really, really good in this movie. And I just had such a good time with it. I mean, granted, it's not the most intellectual movie that you're ever going to watch in your life, but I feel like it knows what it is, and I feel like it just dives into it, no pun intended, as it quite literally is just such a good time. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you think of Shotgun Wedding? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.